Okay. Our joyful soul expansion call tonight will involve me probably being a little bit red and sweaty because I'm in a very hot climate, hot environment. We are having a lot of fun exploring the central line this year, and my concept this year is for us to really activate our pillar of light, like just fully activate it. And the way I've been going about it is working on these different directions or axes. In French we'd say these axes of, front, back, right, left, top, down, down, top, and center out towards the boundary and boundary towards the center. And right now we're working on one second. Right now we're working on the front back, which is very, very interesting to work with because your chakras in your aura, the way they're formed is they have a front and a back, other than the crown and the root chakra. Sorry, the electricity goes out. So we've got this central line, and then you've got your crown chakra and you've got your root chakra. These are going up and down, but all the other ones are going, front, back, front, back. And the front of your chakras is related to emotions, and the back of your chakras is related to will, the energy of will, of action. Most of us aren't really aware of this until you start studying character structures like we did last year, and you start being able to feel how, there's definitely more flow of energy in the back of my chakras than in the front, or vice versa. So this is all super deep, embodied knowledge to play around with, because the more you understand where energy is able to flow easily and where energy is a bit constricted, the more you can aim with your intention and bring energy flow back into places where the flow is too low. And believe it or not, also where the flow is too high, you can kind of help calm that down and rebalance the system. Because for us to be functioning with balanced will, emotion, and reason is the goal. Like, we want that working as a unit so that we're not trying to overpower everything, so that we're not stuck in our minds trying to rationalize everything, or walking in a world where we're overly emotional. So the idea is for us to have all three of those working together. So what we did 2 weeks ago in our meditation is we started just feeling the flow of all of them at once. We didn't go into working with each chakra separately. And that's my goal tonight, is for us to kind of go into each of them separately and just feel the flow and feel the difference of flow between them. And then at the end, we'll just kind of bring it back to flowing all of them at the same time. But before I go into the meditation, I just want to take a moment to talk about why we're doing this. It's just constantly bring ourselves back to the why. Just remembering we are in a world right now that is in massive transformation. Just turn this light back on. Yeah. A world that is transforming very, very quickly. You know how there's always people that are like, yeah, they said that date something would happen and it didn't. They said this date something would happen and then it didn't. Well, the truth is the things are happening. Things are happening. It's just not like 3D obvious necessarily, but the shifts are happening and the frequencies are changing. There's all these little tweaks and things going on at the energy level that are having a huge impact on our energy field. And for those of us who are willing to go deeper into our energy field and get to know it at a deeper and more intimate level, get to know ourselves at a deeper, intimate level, get to know our human self and our spiritual self at a deeper level, we're the ones that are going to be able to anchor and ground that energy. And that's really important, because whether or not there's all this yummy stuff coming down, it has to be able to get inside. It has to be able to get inside the fabric of human reality. It has to be able to get inside the earth. It has to be able to get inside this dimension. And the bridge, in order for these high frequency energies to be able to come all the way into physical matter, is us. It's us, the humans. Well, the souls embodied as humans. We are the pillars. We are the vessels through which that happens. So it's super important, the work that we're doing, even if no one will ever recognize what you've done, even if no one will ever thank you for whatever, the multiple hours and the discipline and passion that you put into going deep into your energy field and having the courage to go into the places where energy hasn't flowed in a long time, and bringing up the traumas and all that healing work. We're doing it because, maybe we were born to do it. Maybe your soul longs for it and it knew and it wanted to come here for that. But for whatever reason we're doing it, we are doing it because we're called to do it. At a deep level, your heart and your soul's longing call you to do this. And just we still have a lot of human beings in this world that do shit based on approval, that do things based on, recognition and how they'll be seen and how they'll be blah, blah, blah. And none of the work that we do here can be about that. This is not about ego. This is not about feeding, how to say, your personal sense of self. This is about you growing into your spiritual self. And at these high spiritual levels, you have zero need of any form of recognition or, or like praise or any of that, any of that kind of stuff. So anyone that listens to things like this, anyone that's doing the work, regardless of if you're doing it with me or with other people, just thank you. Thank you. It's like, at the end of the process, we're all going to be able to kind of look at each other and high five each other for what happened, but none of us will be like, I did that. It's because of me that it happened. It'll just be like, there was a flow. There was something happening, and we simply were part of it. We simply were part of it. It's very impersonal, like in the sense of that small personal self. It's very impersonal, this process. It doesn't mean that you don't matter. But it does mean that your small self doesn't really matter. And that's okay. Can you think about this for a second? Isn't that absolute freedom? Isn't that absolute freedom if your small self doesn't really matter? Oh my God. And that all that really matters is your ability to connect to what is much greater than what you can even imagine that you are. So a lot of what's going on in our chakras has a lot to do with that small personal self. A lot of the emotions that are flowing from the front of your chakras have a lot to do with, your past and the childhood programmings you received, the experiences you went through as a child, and a lot of what you developed as a way to be in action and use your will in the world, once again, is very much based on the personal self. And we want to upgrade this. We want to upgrade to understanding what it's like to have your emotions and your will be in service to your divine self, to the divine. I don't even want to say your divine self. It's the divine self that you are. It's not yours. Once again, personal. So just thank you. Thank you for doing this work. Thank you for being here at this time. Thank you for listening to the call. Thank you for getting on calls like this. Thank you for all the different ways you, even if you take only 5 minutes a day to kind of like go into your field and feel what's going on and have the courage to just go hang out with it wherever it is. Thank you. That's part of what will declutter the field. You choosing to go deeper into yourself allows your field to get more and more clear. I call it declutter, more and more clear so that you can be a channel. And I'm not talking about being a channel for beings from I don't know where. I'm talking about you being a channel for divine will and divine love and the divine mind. So that said, this is a super interesting thing. I think we've talked about this before last year, and I talk about it sometimes. The way your 7 main chakras in your auric field, which is your psycho-emotional reality, the way they're made, it's kind of like the upper 3 chakras are the template for the lower 3 ones. So divine mind, divine love, divine will are the templates for plexus personal mind, sacral personal love, and root chakra personal will. And the heart is the bridge. The heart is the relational field that keeps everything together. The heart is how you enter into relation with other people and with energies and forms. It's also what allows the divine chakras, the template of them, to be in relation with the personal version of them, the human version of these chakras. So we are here to allow more and more of our divine chakras, of our spiritual chakras, which represent our spiritual life, to, how to say, that the template that they offer be as harmoniously reproduced in the personal human experience. What would that look like in the world? What would it look like in the world if divine mind and divine love and divine will were physically present and obvious in the world? There would be a lot more harmony. There's divine mind is not full of conflicts. Divine mind is not walking around trying to overthink something because it's afraid of feeling an emotion. That's not the way stuff works here. It's very, very unitive. And the lower you go in the chakras, the more it becomes like kind of like that feeling of deeper and deeper separation, as in like you from something else, your ideas from someone else's ideas, your emotions from someone else's emotions, and your body from someone else's body. But that's the human experience, and we want to bring these here. So that's another thing I want to kind of play with tonight. I want to play with kind of harmonizing these templates together. What else do I want to say about this? If you fully understand that these three upper chakras are the templates of the three lower ones, it also means that the physical world is something that emanates from the spiritual world. And if you're listening to videos like this or you're in this program, you already kind of understand that. But believe it or not, there's still a part of humanity that has to catch up to that. You know, like they've been brought so deep into the exoteric science kind of logic of, you know, this is real and everything else is kind of an epiphenomenon of that. Like this is the true reality. And you know, then we have psychology and spirituality, which are things we kind of like add on to physical reality because of a certain level of complexity of development that allows for that to happen. So no, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. Physical reality is an emanation of spiritual reality. So yeah, we're gonna play up here a little bit and play down there. So emotion is the front of the chakras. Will is the back of the chakras. And the two top ones involve the reasoning. As I was saying, we want all three of those working as a unit together. You'll be able to tell just by feeling where the energy is flowing better or stronger or weaker, what tends to be the ratio you're working with. You know, if you're doing like, because we tend to have two that are stronger than the other one. So maybe it's like reason and will, or reason and emotion, or emotion and will, and not a lot of reasoning. So take the time while I'm guiding the meditation to really feel where the energy flows better, where it flows easier, where it flows too much, maybe, and where you can tell that the flow is like, ooh, it needs some help. And I think that's all I want to say. Let's see. Yeah, my heart's already activating. A little tiny thing I'll say more is just when we're working with the central line. We've been through this already, like the 4 levels of being. That central line that the chakras are plugged into, right? That's part of your aura. It's part of your auric field. And deeper, like quantum leap, deeper foundationally into your being, you have that Hera line, Hera, Hara, which is your intentional field. And distortions in your aura of which chakras are more open or less open is related to how the hairline is positioned, how straight it is, or if part of it's too forward or too backwards or sideways. So I won't go too deep into adding the hair into the meditation, but I will bring it up once in a while. Because if we can do the work of really clearing out the negative intents that we work with, and we truly come back to positive intent, the hairline can be straight, and the straighter that it is, the more the tube of the aura that holds all the chakras, the more that line will be straight. Because it's like the hairline is inside the tube of these chakras. So if it has a distortion, it affects the chakra there. And that line is more fundamental than your auric field. It doesn't mean inferior, it just means it's more fundamental. So I will mention the golden thread sometimes as we're going into that. Yeah. Your intentional field, so important. Okay, yeah, energy's already kicking in, so mm, I'm gonna do something a little bit different tonight. I'm just gonna give the first part, the first 5 minutes of the meditation process that we go into. I'm gonna let it be part of the YouTube video that I create with the presentation part. So everyone in the program, just we're ready to start. So just get comfy. And instead of stopping the video here, which is what I normally do, I'm just gonna let it go about 5 more minutes and give you a taste of how we start the process before we go into the deep energy work. So a little bonus for fun. Thanks for watching. So here we go. We start by just fully coming back into ourselves, into our cells. The heart is the bridge, the heart is the center. So we come back to the heart. Our energy tends to accumulate in the head. So we just kind of let gravitational pull bring all that energy back into your heart. There's a magnet there, like a magnet that attracts. It's kind of similar to the center of the earth, that gravity pull that keeps everything together. Magnetic monopole, I think it's called. So letting yourself feel that and letting yourself just bring all your energy back into your heart, centered deep into your chest. Imagining that you can inhale out of the front and the back of your heart. You're inhaling and you're just bringing the attention deeper and deeper into the heart. It's like inhaling out of the front and the back, getting deeper into the heart. And exhale is just kind of like landing there, grounding that deeper. And then next inhale, grounding even deeper into the heart. Exhale, setting that ground. You could do just this for half an hour and it would be super awesome. But what we want to do right now is we're going to work with the central line. So when you are inhaling into your heart, you're going to imagine that you inhale into the front and the back of your heart and you bring that energy up the central line. You bring it up into the throat, into the head, all the way to the crown. So it's like a nice inhale, inhaling out of the front and the back of the heart, up to the crown. And from the top of the crown, exhaling and just releasing the energy down the central line, all the way to the root. The more you can slow down your breath, the more you can play with this. Inhaling front and back of the heart, up to the crown, Inhaling up that central line all the way up to the crown. The crown has all that divine mind, just oof, yummy energy. And exhale, flowing that energy down all the way to the root. The heart chakra is about your ability to express love in human form. Express love to other humans, of course, but just express love in a human form. And what we're doing is, as we're inhaling into the heart, front and back, into that heart chakra and bringing that energy up into the crown, it's like we are infusing the human love with the ability to connect to the divine love that we come from. And then we just flow that down the central line. Flow it down the central line. Bringing that divine love all the way down. Throat, heart, plexus, sacral, root. Yeah. Yummy. Okay, and right now we're just inhaling up and down the central line. So let's expand that a little bit. Inhaling into the heart, front and back, and up, up, up the crown. And then when you exhale, exhale from the crown through the body, into the body. So now you're not just going down the central line. You're like, ooh, you're going down the entire skull cavity, all of the space in the throat, entering the chest, flowing down the arms and the back and the front of the chest and the torso and the hips. Ooh, down the legs, flowing down all the way into the feet. And next inhale, inhaling front and back of the heart. Infusing that human love, bringing it up into the crown. Infusing it with divine love. And exhale, flowing it down through the whole body. Ooh, down the arms, down the legs. Out through the tips of the fingers. Out through the tips of the toes. Yeah. Always the same starting point. Every inhale starts with you inhaling from the front and the back of your heart chakra, from the emotion and the will side of the heart chakra. Inhaling all the way up into the crown and exhaling. It's like a fountain on the inside of the body. And it's like liquid light. It just flows down through the brain structures, through the face, through the throat, ah, through the muscles, the bones, the systems, the nervous system, the circulatory system, the lymphatic system, and all that liquid that's flowing in your body all the time. Ooh. Okay. And one last little fun thing to add before we go deeper. Inhaling from the heart, from the front and the back of the heart, inhaling up the central line, into the crown, and go out of the crown, and then flow that energy down the surface of the skin, down the surface of the skin, your face, your head, all the skin of your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your torso, just the skin, the outside. Think of like water falling down something. Inhaling from the heart, bringing the love and the will up into the crown chakra, into the divine mind, and flowing it out. Ooh, letting all the skin, the biggest organ of your body, letting all the skin receive this flow. And just take a moment right now to notice all this energy moving around. You don't need to be doing the breath in order for the energy to be moving around. It's flowing. It's flowing. And that's what we want. We really want to get back to a place where we feel the flow of our energy all the time. All the time. So to you listening on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this little extra. And we're going to keep going with the group now. If you want to continue with us, reach out to me.